Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my can't bleed and request me. Call my can't bleed and request me. Just call my.
From a spark to a flame, it burns bright, like the feeling.
Shalom, Yehoshua, Oliver, Bashem, Yehoshua. So, news just in, Costly Array will be the official corsage vendor for the Lord's 57th Annual Passover this year and hopefully to continue in the future. So I thought I would show you mine. I've got mine on the gold setting with the red rose. Obviously the red rose is for married sisters, and this is to let everybody in the room know that you are very much off limits. They also come in the white rose like this, and then there's a few other variations of the red rose. And yeah, I also got mine a little bit customized. I added a K for my husband's initial, but I absolutely love this piece. Like, I wear this piece when it's not the Passover, like. So yeah, I love this down. Obviously, if you want custom orders, if you want to add initials or anything extra like that, you will need to get your order in early. I'm talking like today early. But yeah, see you guys at the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. Shalom.
From a spark to a flame, it burns bright, like the feeling when you finally got my name right. Like a star in the dark, you provide light. Yeah, this could turn into something if we align right. I see you trying to change your life cause you want better. What I'm convinced in 6 months better is together. A story written for the ages, so in this short time, let's be open books. Explore pages like, are you down through all the changes? Jah finds out I'm an Israelite. I lose weight.
ISUPK under Commanding General Yahana presents the official itinerary for the 57th Annual Lord's Passover. Kickoff. Wednesday, April 1st, the lamb slaughter from 11 a.m. Followed by fun and games, basketball, three-point shootout. Can you hit the target in the archery competition? Then let's gather together ourselves and eat some lamb. Later that night, the dopest podcast, the Round Table of Truth, Cross the Line Radio, and Let a Hebrew Speak. All going down from 8 p.m. Thursday, April 2nd, the annual Kiddies Party. It's all going down at Slick City Action Park from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Followed by Scripture Breakdown Class from 7 p.m. with 12 Shield General Muhammad. Friday, April 3rd from 8 p.m. The all-black party. You know how we get down. It's all going down at the BH Ranch, Houston, Texas. Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. we will be hosting a brunch. Then the moment we've been waiting for all year from 5 p.m. sharp, April 4th, the Lord's 57th annual Passover. Followed by the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Sunday, April 5th from 7 p.m. The Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread goes hand in hand, so don't miss it. Make your reservations, book your flights and hotels now. An entire week of activities for only $200. Go to isupk.com, pay your Passover fee now. Shalom.
Shalom, Yahweh, Shem Shabbat. What's going on, priest?
Hey, Sir Shalom Shukatah, can you hear me?
Con, I can hear you loud and clear, priest. All right. If everyone can hear us in the chat, just type in a 1 West or a 1 W, please. Tonight this is the another edition of the Courtship. Courtship is in session series. We have one more to go, which would be next Tuesday. We're going to wrap up this series. We're just going over this topic just to equip brothers and sisters who are looking to enter into a courtship or already in a courtship. Okay. Once again, I have priest and officer Dawada here assisting me tonight. I want to say Dawada to you, priest. I want to salute you again. Shalom Yahweh Shema Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? God got us right in here. And for all the brothers and sisters that's online in the chat, or if you're viewing this, wherever you're viewing this from, I want to say to the brothers, Shalom Yahweh Shema Shabbat, and to the sisters, Shalom Yahweh Shema Alata Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right. So we're gonna pick up where we left off in this series. We already went over a couple examples of courtship in the Bible. Okay, and remember, this is not dating. We're talking about courtship, which is more structural, more intentional, and it is our culture. Okay, we got to get back to that word culture. I hear a lot of people in our society, in our culture, our people using the word culture, but they don't understand what our real culture is. The Bible is our real culture. It's our real identity. And it has the blueprint for us on maintaining and having a marriage. It's how we function as a society. And we're going to go into another example tonight of Ruth and Boaz, okay, in chapters 3 and 4. And we're going to highlight the things that happen in that process, which more proof that the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana, this is what we have. This is what we implement. You know what I'm saying? Courtship is practical. Dating is not practical. You understand? So now I'm going to go. I'm sorry. If anyone has any questions that's in the chat, please, if you will, you can type them in the chat. Priest and Officer Dawada will highlight them if we got time. And then remember, we have one more class. If anything that you brothers and sisters have a question about that may not be a sensitive topic, because some things have to be discussed in private through counsel, then we can deal with that online. Okay, so let's move on. I'm gonna go to Dawada, if we could. Can you take me to the book of Ruth, chapter 3?
Kind of what comes.
We're gonna go into this. We're gonna highlight some things, because the purpose of this class is to make sure we want you to be successful, brothers and sisters. Okay, I just want to be clear with you. We want you to be successful in all that you do, especially in all that you do that's lawful. But we want you to be successful in your courtship. Okay, we know a lot of brothers and sisters are excited for the Passover and things like that and so forth. We haven't just, it's a high holy day, and it's something we all gather and we all congregate and we embrace and have a good time and talk about the plans and things that we have and the things that we accomplish and so forth. So we're gonna go into that tonight. Okay, if you could, my brother, the book of Ruth, chapter 3. We'll start at verse 1.
It's the book of Ruth, chapter 3, verse 1. Then Naomi, her mother-in-law, said unto her, My daughter, shall I not seek rest for thee, that it may be well with thee?
Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2. And now is not Boaz of our kindred, with whose maidens thou wast? Behold, he winnoweth barley tonight in the threshing floor.
Right. So now this is her Why is it saying, and now is not Boaz of our kindred with whose maidens thou was? Meaning, this is her getting ready to seek a courtship or to deal with this man Boaz, who is close in kin. Okay, our kindred, meaning of our nation, right? So now this sister here is going here to meet Boaz. She's telling him where he's at. So he's saying, behold, he winnoweth barley to the night in the threshing floor. Look up the definition of the word winnoweth. Okay, so once again, the location. She's telling him where he can be located. All right. Let's get there. Okay. I want to highlight some points for you, brothers and sisters, so you make sure you understand exactly what we're talking about here. Okay, we in the book of Ruth.
So this is the definition of winnoweth. It says, is the archaic, is the archaic third person singular present form of winnow, which means to separate chaff from grain using wind or fanning, or to sift separate good from bad.
Right. So this right here is I believe this is husbandry.
Tell them what kind, sir.
This is part of husbandry. I mean, maybe it's a river that we on the boat in.
Kind, sir.
Maybe there's if y'all following, maybe we're on a path. We're not getting off the path. We're staying with the same common theme here throughout the Bible. And remember, all these courtships are successful. All these courtships. Now, once again, some of you may know better than the Bible, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. You understand? I highly doubt that you know better than what God is saying. This man here is working. He's doing something. He's already doing husbandry. He's already active. And this woman, Naomi, which is her mother, was Ruth's mother-in-law, she's saying, look, go seek after Boaz. You know where he's at? He's winnowing barley tonight in the threshing floor. Right? So he's out there doing, handling his business. Right? Winnowing barley. Let's keep going, my brother.
Come on, sir. Verse 3. Wash thyself therefore, and anoint thee, and put thy raiment upon thee, and get thee down to the floor. But make not thyself known unto the man, until he shall have done eating and drinking.
Now listen, she giving her what? Instructions. All right. First, wash yourself. Anoint yourself. Right? Put on thy raiment. Like meaning prepare yourself. Get yourself together. Okay, don't just go down there any kind of way. Wash yourself, anoint yourself, oil up, put the raiment on, and get down to the floor. Go ahead. Hold on, I'm sorry. But then not only that, it says, she said, don't make yourself known unto the man until he's done eating and drinking. See what I'm saying? So meaning like, okay, so he can fold, meaning he didn't already filled his belly. He ate and drank. So now he's done working. Now after that, then you reveal yourself to him. Make yourself known unto him. Check this out. Go ahead.
Tell him, sir. Verse 4. And it shall be when he lieth down that thou shalt mark the place where he shall lie, and thou shalt go in, uncover his feet, and lay thee down, and he will tell thee what thou shalt do.
You see that, man? This right here, man. Boy, oh boy, man. Boy, this is a beautiful book. This is our book, brothers and sisters.
Kind of one kind.
You understand? She said, look, when he lay down, mark the place where he lay down. And then go in, uncover his feet, and lay down by his feet. And he would tell you what you're supposed to do. You understand? What is she doing? She's giving her strict instructions on what to do in meeting Boaz. Huh? Courtship is instruction, brothers and sisters.
John, sir.
I know a lot of us may not be used to it, but it's in courtship. He didn't say just go jump on top of him.
Right.
Huh? Lay at his feet. You understand? Courtship is instruction. Courtship is structured. And why is it this way? To what? To keep integrity. To keep honor. It's structured to keep structured inside of our nation. We're not supposed to be living the way we're living right now. And
right.
You want proof? Look at how many people are staying together in these times. Young brothers and sisters tell me all the time in the world that the dating scene is trash. The dating scene is horrible. And it makes me wonder. I always ask myself, with all these apps and all these ways to communicate, we fail in communicating. Imagine that. We got 1 million. I mean, there's so many apps. And there's so many ways to communicate. And we fail at communicating, brothers and sisters. You know why? Because we deviated from what God said. We deviated from God's plan.
That's right.
We fail because we do not have instruction. The Bible says our people perish for a lack of knowledge. This here is knowledge. This here is wisdom for our young sisters and young brothers out there, and our older brothers and sisters as well. For those who are without the truth. You understand? So now, she said, I'm going to get you to this point. And once you lay down, guess what? Guess where the instruction is going to come from? It's going to come from him.
Right.
See that? You see that? The instruction, I'm going to get you to this point. And then the instruction is going to come from him. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 5. And she said unto her, all that thou sayest unto me, I will do.
No, thou. She said, I'm going to do it my way.
All that thou sayest unto me, I will do.
You see that? This is her mother-in-law, a seasoned woman that's giving her instruction, which is what a lot of sisters out there should be doing out there, but they're not doing that. I.e. Houston spring break. They're not doing that. She gave her instruction, and then Ruth said, all that you say to do, I'm going to do. Why? Because it's practical, what she's telling her. This is wisdom. You sisters want to know what it means to have wisdom. This is what wisdom is. She didn't say go in there and get butt naked.
Right.
She didn't say go in there and take off your clothes. Just lay at his feet. And then wait for instruction. See, instructions is going to get you to the point of success. It's going to get you there. But you know what the problem is? We want shortcuts. We want shortcuts. And the shortcut is going to get you cut short. Hold on 1 second, brothers and sisters. Bear with me.
Again, if anybody has any questions, you could type them in the chat. I'll go ahead and start the questions, and that way he can answer them once we get some time. Just type your questions in the chat. Don't forget to like and share the live, and subscribe to the pages. And Tawada for the support.
Hey, the water, the preaching officer that was down.
Verse 6. And she went down unto the floor and did according to all that her mother-in-law bade her.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 7. And when Boaz had eaten and drank and drunk, and his heart was merry, he went to lie down at the end of the heap of corn.
And listen, boy, let me tell you something. Women know, let me tell you that seasoned women know when to approach a man.
That's right.
Ain't that beautiful? She said, wait till he get done eating and drinking before you approach him. Because he already got done working. He out there winnowing barley on the threshing floor. That's a process where you can get tired.
Right.
So now, to prove that she knew what she was talking about, the scripture says, when he had eaten and he had drunk, and his heart was what, Dawada?
So like it says, his heart was merry.
He was happy. He was satisfied.
Right.
Huh? And then he already ate and everything. He went down and lie down at the heap of corn, and she came what, Dawada?
and she came softly.
No, she came abrasive. You know what? I want to be your man, right? I want to be your woman right now. You got to choose me.
And she came softly.
Oh boy, that's it. You go right there. That's another word women haven't really quite mastered that word in these times. In the year of our oppressor, 2026.
Right.
Softly. No. Soft ain't how you come, because you know what? Oh, that makes you a pick me.
Right.
Coming soft.
Mm-hmm.
That make you a pushover. All these words that these women use in these times to try to shame these sisters that want to be righteous, that want to do things the right way. Don't you sisters get fooled by the peer pressure out there. Understand this is wisdom. And this is courtship. One-on-one. After he had done eating and drinking, done from his work, she came softly and did what?
And uncovered his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And laid her down.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8. And it came to pass at midnight that the man was afraid and turned himself, and behold, a woman lay at his feet.
Right. Meaning she done it so soft. It's past midnight now. He didn't. Let me tell you how. That's like a ninja. That's like a jujitsu ninja. She came in there. All right. She crept in. Not a late night creep, but she crept in.
Mm-hmm.
And did it so soft, he didn't even know at midnight. It's past midnight. He was afraid. Like, where this woman come from?
Right.
She laying at his feet. He don't know what's going on. Okay, that's how soft she did it. She came in unannounced. Okay, her pronouncements was unannounced. Okay, past the midnight hour.
Right.
Okay, past the midnight hour, burning the midnight oil. Okay, you sisters out there? He didn't know what he was like, man. Where this woman coming from? Go ahead, Dawada.
Yeah, sir. Verse 9. And he said, who art thou? And she answered, I am Ruth, thine handmaid. Spread therefore thy skirt over thine handmaid, for thou art a near kinsman.
So now this woman here, why? Because she wants Boaz to marry her.
Right.
So he said, who art you? She answered, and she gave her name. And near kinsman, why is she saying near kinsman? Because he has the rights to marry her according to law. according to biblical law, a custom in our nation, he had the right to marry her because she was without. Right. You understand? So now she's saying, spread thy skirt over thy handmaid, for thou art near kinsman. All right, go ahead.
Verse 10. And he said, blessed be thou of the Most High, my daughter, for thou hast shewed more kindness in the latter end than at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as thou followest not young men, whether poor or rich.
Now check this out. And this is where you got to understand the book. And you can go back and read this story. This is a heavy, heavy story. Mm-hmm. He said that, first of all, he blessed her. And he said, you showed, what's that word, Dawada? She showed what?
She showed more kindness.
Kindness. There we go. I mean, am I giving you the cheat code? Am I trying to get some of you sisters there with the mindset? Stop trying to reinvent the wheel and get stuck. Kindness. What happened with Isaac when Abraham sent his top servant down there, the top chief servant? He asked the Lord to show that this woman is the one through what? Kindness. That is a prerequisite in this process, brothers and sisters. Especially you sisters, kindness. Brothers, look for kindness. Sisters, display kindness. All right? And then he said, at the beginning, in as much as thou followest not young men, whether poor or rich, meaning what? Boaz is older than this sister. So he's saying you're not going after young men, poor or rich. You understand? You're seeking after me. All right? Now he noticed this about this woman. Check it out. Keep going, my brother.
Come with con, sir. Verse 11. And now, my daughter, fear not. I will do to thee all that thou requirest. For all the city of my people doth know that thou art a virtuous woman.
Oh, here we go, Dawada. Here go another prerequisite. Listen, Dawada. See, this is why the Bible is so beautiful, because it cut all the fluff out.
Come on, sir.
See, these are things virtuous, kind. What is a woman that's virtuous? A woman of ability. This woman here has ability. And guess what? Her reputation is intact.
That's right.
Everybody in the city know about this woman. This is how you sisters want to be. This is the reputation you want to build in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge.
That's right.
Meaning this woman, she's not a woman, not just any kind of woman. Everybody in the city know that Ruth, this woman here, is a kind woman and she's virtuous.
And soft too.
Come on, Dawada. Soft. Charmin soft. So soft that let me stop. Hold up, y'all. Okay, bear with me. See, soft. Just leave it at that. Okay. All right. Now, so she a virtuous woman, a woman of ability. Mm-hmm. It's important that you sisters have ability, and that ability, it doesn't have to be what everybody else, other women do, but you have to have some ability, have some skill. You understand? You have to be able to do things. Okay? Not just have sex, but you got to be able to have some ability. What is it? What skills do you have as a sister?
Right.
All these things are prerequisites. If I can be frank with you, brothers and sisters, this is her resume. Okay? This is her resume. This is her reputation that he's stating. Okay, let's get some more, my brother.
Come on, sir. Verse 12. And now it is true that I am thy near kinsman. Howbeit, there is a kinsman nearer than I.
Meaning this. He's saying, okay, I'm your near kinsman, but there is a kinsman nearer than I. Meaning this. I have the right to take your hand in marriage. But let me go through this process. Hold on. Let me go through the process the right way. What did the scriptures say? Let everything be done in decency and in order. He didn't just say drop it like it's hot. It's like you say what General Q just said. It's like preaching officer die.
Count with Concert. He said she was in that field handling her business.
Come on, General Q. Like, I mean, Alawapanya, the rock. Yahal Ba Shem Yahushua Brakatah. You understand? You heard it from General Q. Right there, handling her business. She was handling her business. She was being virtuous. Okay, so now Boaz here is saying, look, I am a near kinsman, but there is a kinsman nearer than I. So what is he getting ready to do? He's getting ready to go through what? The process. There has to be checkpoints. There has to be things that has to get done before you even get to the stage of marriage. And I want you brothers and sisters to understand this. I need you to understand this. Why? Because the Israelite School of UPK, we want you to be successful. We want you to be successful. In all that's lawful, we want you to be successful. And especially in courtship. You understand? This is how we get stronger as a family, as a community, and as a nation.
That's right.
Let's go some more, my brother.
Kind of one concert. Verse 13. Tarry. That's like, let me make the screen a little bigger here.
No sweat.
Tarry this night, and it shall be in the morning, that if he will perform unto thee the part of a kinsman, well, let him do the kinsman's part. But if he will not do the part of a kinsman to thee, then will I do the part of a kinsman to thee. As the Most High liveth, lie down until the morning.
You see that? Check this out. Now, once again, what's happening here? Further instructions. You see? You go from instruction to instruction. And notice something about this sister. She didn't say, I can't wait till the morning.
Right.
Why we can't do it now? It's just me and you. Ain't nobody gonna know. Hold up. Hold up now. She ain't say, well, hold on, wait, we're just me and you. Ain't nobody. Right. Shh. Don't say nothing. Let's just go ahead and do what we need to do. He said, nah, wait here to not tarry, meaning wait. That's another word I want you brothers and sisters to understand in this process. The word wait. And then he said, to show you how much restraint this brother had, he said, look, there's another kinsman more closer to you than I. If he would not perform unto the part of a kinsman, what does that mean? To take you in marriage.
Right.
To do the duty. What are we under getting from this, brothers and sisters? We're understanding that marriage is a duty. You are performing a duty. It's not just pleasure, but it's something you perform. It's a duty. So he's saying if he won't perform the part of the kinsman, then I'll do it. That's right. But just be patient, calm down, and lie here until the morning. Wait right here. Because there's a process. Saga, sister has something she wanted to say?
She just said what you said, sir, being patient. She said being patient is hard, but it's worth it.
Come on, man. Patience is a virtue. So all you virtuous sisters out there, patience? Okay, that's right. It's hard because guess what? The fire, you already there. You laying at his feet. He married. He could have took every call. He said, I ain't waiting for no near kinsman. I'm the one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the near kinsman, and you know what? I ain't worried about all that. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do. He ain't say that. So what are we seeing in this process, brothers and sisters? We seeing restraint. We seeing patience. We seeing kindness. We seeing instruction. We seeing a woman being virtuous. We seeing all. Once again, this is a combination of things that happening in this process. I don't want you to miss it. Okay, this is important for you, brothers and sisters. Pay attention. Let's keep going, my brother.
Kind of what comes, sir. Verse 14. And she lay at his feet until the morning, and she rose up before one could know another. And he said, let it not be known that a woman came into the floor.
And then here go further instruction. What is this? This is discreetness. You understand? Sister Quashab said carefulness. That's right. Okay. So now, what? She rose up. She laid his feet into the morning and rose up. And then he said, let it be known, let it not be known that a woman came into the floor. Keep this matter quiet. This wasn't unlawful what he did. He's telling her because what? Because what? He's keeping it discreet. She took a chance coming in there.
Right.
Right or wrong, Dabba.
Con, sir.
But guess what? And guess what? He said, you know what? Because what? She sought his hand in marriage. And she followed the instruction. And now she got further instruction. He gave her something else. Now, can you not tell anybody that you came into this floor? Let it not be known. So all these things are what? Is seeing how well she followed orders.
Yep.
She didn't say, hey, y'all, I was with Boaz last night and I laid at his feet. I'm waiting to see what he gonna say. He said, keep this matter discreet until this process is complete. Let me take care of what I need to do. Go ahead.
It's like the brother Makwalat had a question.
Uh-huh.
He said, is it safe to say that we're seeing structure of courtship as well out of one?
Yes, you're seeing it right here. You know what I'm saying? In the Lord's word, in the book of Ruth. This is another example. Remember, that's one thing different between dating and courtship. There's a structure. Dating, if this was dating, it wouldn't be she wouldn't have laid at his feet.
Right.
She would have did something else.
Right.
You understand? She would have did something else. X-rated, triple X-rated. On the wheat, while all the barley and all the wheat spreading around on the floor. But she didn't do that. She came in the right spirit. And she followed instructions from her mother-in-law up into the man that she's seeking hand in marriage. Let's proceed, my brother.
John Wakan, sir. And if I could, sir, I just wanted to point out the discipline of this brother as well. You know what I mean? This brother, like, you know, for any sisters that is courting a brother, like, that's what you got to be looking for. Like, you may get weak, like the Bible says, honor her like the weaker vessel, but you got to be looking for a brother that's gonna withstand, be strong for the both of y'all. You know what I mean? Be disciplined and be able to contain himself to be orderly and be decent.
Damn right, priest and officer Dawa. What you said, y'all heard what the brother said. That's self-restraint, and that's strength. Because think about it. You understand? This woman here was ready. She was ready for this man to take her in marriage. He showed restraint, which is strength, which is integrity. General Q wanted to bring something out. Salaki, priest.
Sir, he was kind of basically echoing what you said. He said dating is transactional, something strange for some change.
Come on, General Q. Come on now.
Right.
On the threshing floor, you getting threshed on the. Let me stop. I want to keep this. I want to make sure I'm doing this right, Davida. I want brothers and sisters to get edified. What General Q is saying is so right. Transactional. Transactional. You render something for an exchange, and that's it. And now the transaction is over. No more. No strings attached, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
This right here, there's going to be a lot of strings attached because there's a process.
That's right.
Okay, this is a lifetime warranty we talking about here. Let's go, my brother.
Gentleman Khan, sir. Verse 15. Also he said, bring the veil that thou hast upon thee, and hold it. And when she held it, he measured 6 measures of barley, and laid it on her, and she went into the city.
You see that? And then he gave her some barley. That veil, the spread out and see how much barley I can wrap in this. You see that? He didn't leave her, like, man, he made sure this sister here. She didn't leave empty hand. He made sure this sister here because what? He cared for this sister.
That's right, sir.
Off rip. You understand? Go ahead.
Come on, sir. Verse 16. And when she came to her mother-in-law, she said, who art thou, my daughter? And she told her all that the man had done to her.
So she gave the report. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And she said, these 6 measures of barley gave he me, for he said to me, go not empty unto thy mother-in-law.
You see that, man? That's another thing. Showing kindness. Now he's showing kindness. So what do we have here? We have an exchange of kindness, an appreciation of gratitude on both ends, the woman and the man. There's a mutual respect here. You see that? Now this happened before sex, I might add. Am I right, Dawah Dog?
All of this, they ain't do the bid yet.
They didn't do nothing yet. This is all. What are we talking about here? We're talking about building a bond.
That's right, sir.
That's what we're talking about, a bond. Huh? We're building a bond here. Sex ain't even happened.
Mm-hmm.
Kind words, instruction. Take this to you and your mother-in-law. Don't tell nobody you've been here though. I got to make sure this process is done right.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Now this is what you call a love story.
Con, sir. Kind of one con.
Why do I say a love story? Most women would say it's fairy tale.
Mm-hmm.
Because he rescued her. But what happened? Instruction happened.
Right.
You see? All these great stories, and these are stories that have been passed down from generation to generation. These are our ancestors.
That's right.
That we're reading about. God has given us, he showed us that he could have left this out. But why did God leave? Why did God put this in the scriptures? To what? To give us what? A blueprint on how to enter into a marriage. Because he knew we was going to need it.
Sir.
We tried all this other stuff, all this new age stuff. The answers to the future are in the past. Let's keep going, my brother.
General Khan, sir. General Q dropped the precept as well, sir.
Oh, please.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Man, come on. General Q. So once again, the general dropping Jews as they always do. Y'all see that? Make sure y'all put that in y'all chat, in y'all precept book, and y'all sisters. Make sure you put that in your as far as your diary or whatever you're doing. In your process, you're documenting. Make sure you put that, because what he said, a silent and loving woman. She was so silent, he didn't even know she came in there.
Come on, sir. Right.
He didn't even know. It's past midnight now.
Mm-hmm.
He woke up like, hold on, what's going on?
Come on, sir.
And her mind was well instructed. Some sisters, you got a head like a brick. Let me stop.
Yes,
outside the truth. These are women outside the truth. Some women outside the truth have a head. I mean, it's like, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Your mind. You need a mind that's well instructed. Your mind has to be able to receive instructions. See, the thing is, you want to receive a man, but not receive instructions. Let me keep it real.
Come on, sir.
I know I'm going to make a lot of people uncomfortable. But you want to receive, you want to be a bride, but would have no bridle. Your mind has to be able to be instructed, sis. Now, I know that to you in the world out there, you sisters in the world, that means I'm going to just give my mind to a man. No, you give your mind to wisdom and instructions that come from that man, which come from the Lord. You see? This is how things work. Like General Q said, this is not transactional. This is spiritual. A mind well instructed. We're seeing this with Ruth. Her mind is being, and because she's followed the instructions, guess what? This process is going along smooth. See that? General Q just gave the precept. So let's move on, my brother.
Kind of one come, sir. Verse 18. Then she said, then said she, sit still, my daughter, until thou know how the matter will fall. For the man will not be in rest until he have finished the thing this day.
Now you see that? That one thing these seasoned sisters, boy, come on, man. You sisters that got seasoning, that got some wisdom, you better tell these young sisters. You supposed to talk to these young sisters. She said, don't worry about it. You just wait. She ain't say go back down there again. He didn't give you the answer, go back down there again. This time go half naked. No, she said, I want you just to wait. Sit still. Once again, be what? Patient. I done heard tarry. I done heard wait. I done heard sit still. Huh? Now she could have said, I'm tired of all this waiting. What I gotta wait for? I'll go find another man. No, she didn't do that. She's waiting. She is trusting the process. And then the sister, her mother-in-law said, don't worry about it, sis. Don't worry about it, my daughter. What you just did, he not going to rest until that thing is finished. Because what? You put something on his mind. Huh? Even though you're sitting still here, you're on his mind. And he's going to make sure that what you just came to him about, he's not going to let the day go until it's complete.
That's right.
Until he completed that process. Why? Because you done it in the right spirit. Let's go on, my brother.
Down to the one con, sir. Verse 19. Oh, it's like it's chapter 4. Chapter 4, verse 1. Then went Boaz up to the gate and sat him down there. And behold, the kinsman of whom Boaz spake came by. Unto whom he said, Ho, such a one, turn aside, sit down here. And
hold on. So Boaz went up to the gate. And then behold, the kinsman of who Boaz spoke came by. Meaning they all. So what is about to happen here? It sounds like a council. Huh?
Time, sir.
This is for you brothers. Now he's doing his part as a man. All the kinsmen. Look, I got an issue I want to discuss with y'all. Turn aside. Sit down here. I want to discuss this matter with you. Meaning this, there is no hidden agenda. There is no hidden fees. There's complete transparency through this process. He came, he brought the kinsman. He did it the lawful and righteous way. Can y'all sit down? I want to talk to you about something. Come on. Let's go, Dawada.
Come on, sir. Verse 2. And he took 10 men of the elders of the city and said, sit ye down here. And they sat down.
So hold on. So he took how many elders?
10 men of the elders of the city.
Ooh, I love this here, boy. Ain't nothing greater than this right here. The elders, the chief men, the men of wisdom. Why? Because he needed their oversight as well as their insight. This is courtship. He took the elders and he said, I need you to oversee something. Can you please sit here, please? They sit down. So they all ears now. Come on.
Verse 3. And he said unto the kinsman, Naomi, that is come again out of the country of Moab, selleth a parcel of land, which was our brother Elimelech's. Verse 4.
So meaning out of the land of Moab, meaning she was an Israelite, but in the land of Moab,
right,
had land. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And I thought to advertise thee, saying, buy it before the inhabitants and before the elders of my people. If thou wilt redeem it, redeem it. But if thou wilt not redeem it, then tell me, that I may know. For there is none to redeem it beside thee, and I am after thee. And he said, I will redeem it.
So meaning this, what is he saying? He thought to advertise it, buy it before the inhabitants, before the elders of my people. So meaning what? Okay, this one meaning to marry her, you also get the land, right? There's land that's attached to this, right? This woman has land. So, but he's saying, look, he's talking to the elders of the people. So he's saying, who's going to redeem it? You see, to redeem it, what? To mean what? Not just the land, but also her. Why am I saying that? Because remember what husbandry is? It's the cultivation of land, animals, crops, etc. This is not just talking about redeeming the land, but this sister here is getting redeemed as well. Look at it two ways. Huh? If thou would not redeem it, then tell me. Meaning he's letting them know this right here needs to be redeemed. Y'all are before me. Is any one of you willing to redeem it? If you will not, I will redeem it. What is he doing? He's going through the proper process in this matter. And he's doing it before the elders. Why? Because he wanted witnesses. You see? Some people don't want witnesses. Come on now. But I'm here to tell you tonight that the Lord has always had witnesses. Heaven and earth is a witness against us. So there's nothing you can do that's not going to have witnesses one way or another.
That's right.
So what he's doing is what? He's going through the proper process. He said, if there's none to redeem it besides thee, I am after you. Meaning y'all are first in line to do the duty of not just redeeming this land, but redeeming this sister, marrying this sister. Huh? Go ahead, Dawadah.
Come on, sir. Verse 5. Then said Boaz, what day thou buyest the field of the hand of Naomi, thou must buy it also of Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of the dead, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance.
Meaning, guess what? Ruth was already married, but that brother had passed away, and it's in our custom if a sister marries, especially near kin, if they marry a man, right, and this man passes away and they didn't have children, it is customary to what, according to the law, to what, marry that sister and raise up a seed in his name. You understand? To keep his memory alive. That's biblical right there, according to the Bible. That's another custom. You see? So not only the field, so you're looking at it two ways. We're looking at a field and we're looking at a sister. both need cultivating, both need redeeming, and both requires husbandry. I don't want y'all to lose that thought, that common theme through this. That's where you get the word husbandry from. Cultivation, right? So now, okay, so the wife of the dead to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance, right? So this is to do honor to that brother Ahimelech who passed away, which is also a relative. Go ahead, priest.
Verse 6. And the kinsman said, I cannot redeem it for myself, lest I mar mine own inheritance. Redeem thou my right to thyself, for I cannot redeem it.
Meaning one spoke, and he said, I can't do it. This task is too much for me. If I do this, I'll hurt my own inheritance. Meaning he already had an inheritance. So he said, okay, I redeem my right to, meaning I render my right to redeem it to you, for I cannot redeem it. You see how this is done? This is done. Now he could have easily said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I just want to do it.
Right. But
this is wisdom here. This is honor. This sister here is too much for me to deal with right now. Go ahead, brother. This, you know what I'm saying? I'm turning it over to you. If you want to deal with this situation, because I can't have too much on my plate right now. Huh? Because he knew that what? This land required what? Cultivation to redeem it. And so does the sister.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Well, we're going to talk about it. I know a lot of people may not like it. But I got to talk about it. And I'm going to stand on it. Because you know I got the precepts. You know I got the Bible to back up with everything that we saying in the Israelite School of UPK. That's right, Sister Courtship. He was honest. He was honest about it. You understand? He kept it in the right spirit and said, guess what? I can't redeem it. So I turn over my right to redeem it to you. Go ahead, Dawada.
One con, sir. Verse 7. Now, this was the manner in former time in Israel concerning redeeming and concerning changing. For to confirm all things, a man plucked off his shoe and gave it to his neighbor. And this was a testimony in Israel.
It was a what?
A testimony in Israel.
Come on, man. This was a testimony. Meaning record. This was the manner in former time in Israel concerning what? Redeeming and concerning changing. You have to have witnesses. You have to have oversight. All this secret stuff, that ain't courtship. Unless you're trying to steal something.
It's like, so
it's against the law to steal land. Go ahead, brother.
We got a question in the chat. I'm not sure. But it says B Lime 1. It said, did the Most High join this marriage together according to Matthew 19 and 9?
Let's get that right quick. Matthew 19 and 9. Did the Lord join this marriage? I tell you right now, he did. The Lord joined it together.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 9. I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whosoever marrieth her, which is put away, doth commit adultery.
Right, that's Christ. Christ just said it right there. Like, ain't no going against Christ. This is talking about if you put away a wife except it be for fornication and marry another, you committed adultery.
Right.
And whosoever marries her is put away doth commit adultery. That's cut and dry.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's Christ speaking.
Right.
So he's letting you know right there what adultery is. So I mean, if you asking this right here, does this relate to Ruth? Then no, because this is not relating to Ruth because her husband had passed away. So you know what I'm saying? That's not relating to this.
Right.
But whatever Yahweh Shah said, it definitely stands to this day.
That's right.
Okay. All right. So I hope that answered that question. Let's go back.
Okay.
Okay. So what? Let's stay right there, David. I said testimony in Israel. Okay. So what? Meaning what? For to confirm all things, this is what the man would do. He would take off his shoe and give it to his neighbor. What does that mean? That means I'm turning over the rights to you. I'm rendering my rights to you. And this was done before what? Men, elders in the city.
Right.
Right. So women wouldn't just, hand it off. You had to do it a certain way. This is courtship. This is the right way to do it. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. You want me to go to the next scripture?
Please.
All right, Khan, verse 8. Therefore, the kinsman said unto Boaz, buy it for thee. So he drew off his shoe.
Meaning what? What does that mean when it said buy it for thee? Meaning my rights are passed over to you in this matter. So what did he do? He took off his shoe and he gave it to Boaz. See what I'm saying? That right there. And guess what? There were witnesses. Everybody saw it. So now what does this mean? That means now is Boaz's right to what? Marry Ruth. Huh? Let's keep going, Dawadah.
Khan, sir. Verse 9. And Boaz said unto the elders and unto all the people, ye are witnesses this day that I have bought all that was Amalek's and all that was Chilians and Malans of the land of Naomi.
You see that?
And of Naomi, Salagi.
You see that? So he said, ye are all what? Witnesses. See, when you go through a courtship process, there's witnesses. You have the camp leaders and the generals, they oversee the courtship and they approve the courtship. They approve the courtship, but then they also approve the marriage if the courtship gets to that point.
Right.
So they're witnesses. No one can never say he defrauded anybody. And that's something I want to touch on tonight too as well. We're not going to defraud each other in here. I want you to be clear. I want to make it crystal clear for you brothers and you sisters. No hidden agendas, no hidden thieves. I want to make it clear going into the Passover. Crystal clear. Go ahead, my brother. Let's keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 10. Moreover, Ruth the Moabitess, the wife of Mahlon, have I purchased to be my wife, to raise up the name of the dead upon his inheritance.
That's right.
That the name of the dead be not cut off from among his brethren, and from the gate of his place. Ye are witnesses this day.
Beautiful. Excellent. So he said upon, so now let me tell you something. What he's doing, it's multiple layers to this. Because he's redeeming the land.
Right.
He's redeeming the sister.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to raise up seed in his brother's name.
That's right.
And he's doing it before all the witnesses of the gate this day.
Good night.
Now you talk about a man with some integrity and a man with some honor. This is a man right here, Boaz. And this is the line that our King Yahweh Shah come from. You understand? Witnesses. Like once again, they don't have witnesses, Dawadah.
Right.
They don't have, witnesses. They don't like the, they don't like all witnesses. They don't like everybody in their business. Oh, but yeah, courtship. Oh, yeah. But courtship gonna get in your business. It's gonna get real invasive.
Courtship is in session.
Huh?
I said courtship is in session.
Courtship is in session, brother. I wish I could make the screen light up with the lightning flash. You know what I'm saying? With the screen go white, go crystal white. You know what I'm saying? You probably can do that later on. You know, we work on that.
I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Courtship is in session, not adjourned. It's in session.
Sir.
These things witnesses have to be here. Huh? And what is this for? The witnesses are for what? For your protection and his protection. For the protection of the sisters and the protection of the brother and the protection of the institution that we call marriage. Because children come from that. If you do it the right way, life comes from that. If you do it the wrong way, then you know what comes from that as well. Let's keep going, my brother.
Verse 11. And all the people that were in the gate and the elders said, we are witnesses.
We are what?
We are witnesses.
Come on.
The Most High make the woman that is come into thine house like Rachel and like Leah.
Come on, man. Once again, remembering the history. Meaning nobody can charge him. Go ahead, David. I
was saying we just went over that last week with Rachel and Leah.
There you go. There you go. That's the parallel. He said, make the woman that is coming to that house like Rachel and Leah. Huh? Meaning what? Blessed be this matter. We're witnesses. No one could ever charge you. Because why? You did not defraud anybody. Now imagine if he did this without them knowing. Huh? And then word got back to the elders. Word got back to the near kinsmen. They'd be like, man, you cheated me. You didn't do this right. And how would he be looked at? What would his name be looked at as in the gates of Israel? He would be looked at as a person that does defraud. It does fraud. It's not an honorable thing. It's never an honorable thing when you do evil in a process like this. Huh? It stains your reputation. It stains your name. Let's go ahead, my brother.
Come on, sir. Which two did build the house of Israel?
Uh-huh.
And do thou worthily in Ephratah and be famous in Bethlehem.
Look at that, man. Those two sisters helped build the house of Israel. They had all them babies. And those babies the 12 tribes came from them sisters.
That's right, sir.
You understand? Blessed be their name to this day. And they said, bless and be famous in Bethlehem. And that happened because guess what? Christ came through this line. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Sir. Verse 12. And let thy house be like the house of Pharez, whom Tamar bare unto Judah, of the seed which the Most High shall give thee of this young woman.
You see that? A young woman, of marriageable age. You a young sister. Go ahead.
Verse 13. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife. And when he went in unto her, the Most High gave her conception, and she bare a son.
You see that? Then now the marriage was consummated. But there was a process. There was a procedure that had to happen. There were witnesses. There were prerequisites. Huh? All these things had to happen before this happened. So when you look at what the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana institutes with this courtship, is for a reason. And it's our culture. And it's our identity. And it's our history. It's our, what's the word they like to use these days? Legacy. Legacy. Think about that when you courting each other. Think about that when you seeking marriage. Think about your legacy.
That's right.
Think about what our foremothers and forefathers did and how they came together. There had to be some oversight. There had to be some instruction to see if this matter is of the Lord or of not of the Lord. You understand? Do that if you permitted the court. And do it to the end. And the Lord will bless your courtship. You understand? And even if the courtship is not successful, the Lord will still bless you.
That's right.
Because you did it in the right way with no hidden agenda and no hidden fees. Was that the end of that chapter, my brother? We have some more.
Is like 3 more verses.
Let's get it.
Kind of what sir.
And we're gonna get to these slides.
Kind of what sir. Verse 14. And the women said unto Naomi, blessed be the Most High, which have not left thee this day without a kinsman.
Hold on, which have not left thee without who?
Without a kinsman.
Come on, man. See, a lot of sisters. Let me talk about it. Let me have a talk for a minute, y'all.
Oh God, so
let me sit a lot of these sisters down. A lot of these sisters, you've been without a man for a while, for whatever reason, and it was just for a season that you've been without a man. But guess what? The Lord would not leave you comfortless. He would not. He's gonna get you're not gonna be left without a kinsman if you do it the right way. But if you keep trying to rush and do things, I don't want to listen to what ISUPK say. I don't want to listen to what Commander Junior Hunter say. I'm gonna manufacture me a man. And remember what I told you in the beginning of this series. A lot of the things that we see in relationships or what we view as good relationships in the world are all surface level. They have no substance. Yeah, it look good on the Facebook picture, it look good on the outside. Right. But there's no substance there. You see? You want substance, and substance comes from what? The process of courtship. This woman was not left without a man. The Bible says, give me what the scripture said, wait on the Lord and he gonna renew your strength, Dawada.
Kind of what sir.
Wait on the Lord, because patience is a part of the process. I need you brothers and sisters to know that you have to be patient. Don't rush into things. You understand? We learn a lot of hard lessons from rushing into the situation. A lot of painful lessons in life from rushing into situations. You understand what the Lord got for you? You don't have to rush into it. It's going to be there for you. But sometimes the Lord want to see if you're going to be willing to wait and can you follow instructions. You understand?
It's the book of
Isaiah. My brother.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Most High shall renew their strength.
I love this scripture right here. Because sometimes you get weak. Sometimes you don't have strength. You're like, man, I feel like giving up. For you brothers and sisters. Because being in a relationship is hard. You understand? Coming from out the world, you don't know. You don't trust nobody. You don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be waiting and think you're like, man, I want to do this. And it feels right. If it feels right, it is right.
Right.
But you can't go about how you feel, brothers and sisters. You got to wait on the Lord. He's going to renew your strength. You're going to power up in a minute. Just wait. He's going to recharge you. But don't let Satan put a battery in your back. Go ahead.
They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run, not be weary. They shall walk and not faint.
You see that? That's what the Lord gonna do, and He gonna do that to the nation in general,
right?
Because we waiting on the Lord. But I'm talking about courtship here. I'm talking about, so there's a process, There's a process that we have to wait, because sometimes we get weary. Because guess what? Your flesh want things. A woman want to be touched. A man want to be touched. Man, we both desire each other. It's natural. It's natural for a man to want to be with a woman and a woman to want to be with a man. But remember, there's a process. You know what your flesh wants. You understand? Both of our flesh want each other. But you have to remember, let's not let our flesh make the decisions. Let's do this the spirit. Let's do what the Lord says to do spiritually. And it will manifest into the flesh.
That's right, sir.
You understand? They didn't let their flesh get ahead of them, Boaz and Ruth. Okay, let's go back to that, my brother. Let's keep going.
Count on account, sir. Verse 15. And he shall be unto thee a restorer of thy life.
Well, I love this scripture right here. A restorer of that. Did we finish the other one up? I'm sorry. Did we finish the last one?
We did, sir.
Okay, so look, so it said he should be a restorer, and this is what a righteous man does to a woman. He restores that woman. A restorer, why? Because she was without a man. She lost a man.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Go ahead.
And he take away the reproach too, sir.
Oh, come on, Dawada. Take away the reproach. A lot of sisters got a lot of reproaches out here.
God, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, you can't rush the reproach. You gotta wait. You want that reproach to be taken away. It has to be some examination.
That's right.
We're gonna get into that as well.
And a nourisher of thine old age.
Or to nourish. Once again, all this, just like you nourish crops.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you nourish, what is that? Nourish what? Meaning what? There's a process. This is part of growth. To nourish is to give somebody what they need to have a good life.
That's right.
Huh? All the vitamins and supplements that you need for a good life to stay healthy. This is part of the marriage. Hold up, Dawada. Are we talking about marriage right now?
That's where we at right now.
Did it say to make you have a drought?
And nourish of thine old age.
Come on, man. Some people gonna rush somebody to an old age.
Mm-hmm.
No, you gotta nourish. This is part of marriage. What? To restore and nourish each other, to replenish each other. This is part of marriage. But guess what? It happens. It starts where? In the courtship. It don't start. You can't skip the courtship. You can't skip all these things and get to the marriage and say, "Oh, I'm gonna do all that now." No. This is a simulation to what has to happen in a marriage.
Right.
And they already had those qualities. That's why the Bible say, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing."
Right.
Findeth meaning what? She already has the characteristics of a wife. She findeth the wife. General Q said something.
No, I clicked the old one. I kicked it old message, sir.
Okay, yeah. And remember what General Q said in that precept, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Especially you sisters. This is how to pick a man. This is how to pick a woman. Let's go.
Count, sir. For thy daughter-in-law, which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, hath borne him.
Boy, man, this is so heavy. Go ahead.
Count, sir. And if I could, sir,
it's
crazy how I say this because I don't know if I'm right about this. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but like this is saying that like the marriage and what they have is better than having seven sons.
Okay, read it again. Read it again.
It say, which loveth thee, for thy daughter-in-law, which loveth thee, which is better to thee than 7 sons, have borne him.
Yeah. Like this is a comparative statement.
Right, because I only said that because I be seeing those memes where they be like, if your husband or your kids is drowning, who you gonna save?
Yeah.
And a lot of women say they're gonna save their kids. They say I'm gonna save my kids.
Let me tell you something, man. And this is why I say the process. The process prevents problems. A lot of times in the scripture, there's comparative things because it lets you know how great something is. 7 sons, that's a blessing.
Right.
But because of the love and all, it's comparing this, or say it's greater than, because what is letting you know, it's trying to give you a gauge on the love in this process. And that's why the Bible is so beautiful. And guess what? This is how we talk to this day. You just said it, Dawada, about the memes and things like that. We still talk like this. We say, man, and even it's poetic, because sometimes we say, well, my love is like this, or your love is greater than this. You hear it in our songs, in our melodies. You understand? In all the things, in our ballads and things like that we do. It's some of the great ballads of our culture. We this is how we express our love. Sometimes we can only express love based on things that we know and where we can compare to.
Right.
So we say the love is greater than this, or your love is like this. Do you understand? So that's a heavy point, preaching officer Dawada.
Kind of concert.
All right.
Verse 16. And Naomi took the child and laid it in her bosom and became nurse unto it.
Beautiful thing. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And the women, her neighbors, gave it a name, saying, there is a son born to Naomi. And they called his name Obed. He is the father of Jesse, the father of David.
You go. Y'all see that? See what I'm saying? So this is right here is Obed, who's the father of Jesse, which is the father of David. This is David's grandfather. Obed, born of Boaz and Ruth. Okay. With that, you done that, my brother?
That was it, sir.
All right. So now let's go back to, I want to get to the let's go to the slides right quick if I can. I want you to highlight a few things. All right.
Kind of concert.
All right. So now this is just a recap. Okay. So when we looked in the book of Ruth, chapters 3 and 4, what did we notice? All right. Instructions were provided to Ruth based on what preference? What is the preference? Your kinsman. In other words, your race. We have 12 tribes to choose from. Okay, that is who you choose to date to court a woman or a man in. Those are that was the instruction provided to her. Said near kinsman. Okay, so what we had, what preference? We already handled that in the UPK, because what we did with that tier 1.
Right.
Okay, your camp leaders and the generals in the school, we do that for you. We make sure that these things are intact as far as this right here. Okay, so now once you get past that, of course, the second tier is what? Personal preference. That's what you decide after the preference is already established, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, now the second point. I'm sorry, Dawada, you want to read, or you want? I can go ahead. Go ahead, please.
The second point is patience and restraint was shown on both ends.
That's very, very, very important. I wanted to highlight these points so you brothers and sisters don't miss this. Patience and restraint. Remember, lust can't wait, but love can. Patience and restraint. If it's for you, it's gonna be there. You don't have to worry about it. You have to have patience. Same thing with just like since we talking the Passover, the lamb has to get cooked. It has to get a tenderized process. The meat has to go through a certain process to be prepared. No different than a courtship. Patience and restraint was shown on both ends of Boaz and Ruth. Okay, let's go to the next point, my brother.
Kind of the one concert. The next point is Boaz brought the matter to the elders of the city for oversight.
Perfect. There you go. Oversight. That's the courtship process again. I'm going to keep reiterating these things into the last class, which is next week. Okay. But we're getting ready to come down to the final class of this, and I want to make sure that we got these points going into the Passover or before the Passover or after the Passover. Whenever you decide to want to enter into a courtship, the matter had to be brought to the elders of the city. And who are the men of the elders of the city in this school? The generals. Not some people you know in the world. You bring them to the general. The generals have to have oversight of everything regarding courtship in this school. If you are not doing that, you are trying to have a hidden agenda. And you know with hidden agendas, there's hidden fees, hidden costs.
Right.
Terms and conditions may vary. Let's keep going, my brother.
The next point is Boaz explained the matter to the elders in fullness. No hidden agenda.
Just like what I just said, no hidden agenda. You understand? Nobody wants to be defrauded. Can I be real with you?
Count on one con, sir.
No one wants to feel defrauded. Let me tell you something. If you got, hold up, man. Let me slow it down for a minute. I'm getting hidden. If you got to lie in order to, to make this person marry you, it says something about you.
Right.
And it says that you don't really have a high self-esteem. You understand? You're going to withhold a critical information in this process. You're going to lie. It says something about, and it says that you're afraid. You're afraid of rejection.
Right.
You understand? You were holding critical information, not only from the elders, the generals, your camp leader, right? You were holding information from your potential partner out of fear that the courtship will end. That say a lot about your self-confidence, brothers and sisters, and your self-esteem. Because why do you have to lie? We're in the home of the truth. Right? Nobody wants to feel defrauded. Brothers, be honest. Sisters, be honest with each other. You don't want to get into marriage and then say, he never said this or she never said this. Be honest with each other. That way the Lord will bless your marriage. And by the way, while we're on the topic of honesty, for you sisters out there, please do not wear a white corsage if you are laying or have lain with a man before you come to the Passover. Please do not do that. Because it will shame yourself. You will shame yourself. And don't think the Lord doesn't know. Okay? Don't try to come in here and defraud a brother if you already have a brother that you're dealing with and you want to keep this one on layaway. We're not playing those games. This is the Lord's Passover. I want to make myself clear. And then you know why? No, let me stop. I I thank the Lord for the generals. I thank the Lord for General Q, all the generals, General Commander Junior Hanna, all the generals, General Katham, General Ha. I thank the Lord for them guiding me in through this process to make sure I stay on track. Because there's so much I want to say. It's so much that I want to say, but time will reveal. I just want to make sure that our brothers and sisters understand this process of not defrauding each other, being right in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Praying that the Lord bless this situation. Let's go back to the slide, Priest and Officer Dawada.
Another one, sir. So the next point is going to be Boaz received the elders' approval or blessing and witness simultaneously.
And let me tell you something about that. That's so beautiful. Because when you bring it before the elders, or in this case, the generals, it says something about your character. And not only do you receive a witness, you also receive a blessing.
That's right.
And there's nothing better than getting the general's blessing when it comes to a courtship and a marriage. It's nothing A lot of brothers and sisters gonna get their marriage blessed at the Passover. You're gonna see Commanding General Yohana himself bless the marriages at the Passover. And it's nothing better than getting your marriage blessed by the head of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, a prophet indeed. Because that's what we need in our marriages. We need our marriages blessed. So when you do it the right way, you not only get a witness, no one can ever charge you. No one ever could say you did something that's unlawful, because they examine the whole matter from beginning to end, and they are witnesses. And because they are witnesses, the marriage is blessed. And if the general bless your marriage, the Lord ordained it. And the Lord will give you strength through your marriage. You understand? All right, let's go to the next thing. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Preaching officer Davida.
Kind of the one concert. The next point we have is, for every kind of man, there is a kind of woman.
I want you sisters, brothers, and sisters to understand this. Since we're talking about rejection, or what you consider rejection, it's not really rejection. For every kind of brother, there's a kind of sister. Just because a brother may not be your cup of tea, or a sister may not be your cup of tea, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're not a desired person. Okay? It doesn't mean you're just not the right fit for that brother and sister. So you got to understand this going into the courtship. Understand that. You may be physically attracted to this brother or sister, but then it may not work out during the courtship. That's okay. For every kind of man, there's a kind of woman. All right. The Lord gave everything a counterpart. So what you do, you have to not get weary, and you have to be patient. This may not work out. You go on to you get back in the race. You get back in the process. Let's try this situation. Let's try this brother, or let's try this sister. But you be patient through the process. Go ahead, my brother.
The next point will be, in addition to that point, part of knowing who is compatible for you has to do with you knowing yourself.
This is very, very important right here. A lot of times, and why do I say that in my previous, one of the previous classes, I said what? That you have to know what you want, your wants and needs. And a lot of times I know people say, well, I don't have any wants. I don't have any needs. That's a damn lie. Because as soon as problems start happening in marriage, guess what you will say? I always wanted this, always needed this. He never did this, or she never did this. Part of knowing who is compatible for you has to do with you knowing yourself. You brothers and sisters, you have to, first of all, you have to be born again. That's the first thing. But you have to know yourself before you enter. You have to be, okay, what is it that I want out of this situation? What is it that I want from this brother or this sister? You have to know yourself, and once again, be honest. Be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. If this is what you want, you have to say that. Once again, no hidden agendas, no hidden fees. Go ahead.
Self-examination is paramount. Continue, sir.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
The next point, if you are serious about this brother or sister, you will eventually lay your cards out on the table somewhere in the process of courtship.
What does that mean? That means eventually you're gonna have to be able to, if you, especially, I can't tell you when to do it in the courtship. This is where you have to have counsel, and you have to know within yourself, when are you ready to really you got to really just open all the way up to this brother and sister. Okay. You're going to have to eventually lay your cards on the table, brothers and sisters, especially towards the end. You're going to have to say, this is me. This is what I am. This is what I want. These are my habits. This is what I like. This is what I don't like. You're going to have to lay it out. You're gonna have to do that. You cannot keep your cards hidden and then enter into the marriage, and then now we playing cat and mouse. No, we're not doing that.
Right.
This right here is gonna keep you out of counsel. You have to lay it out, and you have to lay it out without the fear of being rejected. Because you have to say, you know what? I want the Lord to bless this courtship. I want the Lord to bless this marriage. I have to tell them exactly where I'm at in my life, where I want to be in the future, your goals, all those things, even your insecurities if you have them. We're human. These things that we have to lay out in front of each other. Now, what does that do? That gives that brother and sister an opportunity to what? To make a what? Informed decision. Do I want to pursue this? Can I live with this the rest of my life? We're talking about a lifelong bond here. We ain't just talking about the honeymoon stage. We're talking about good times and bad times. Anything can happen once you marry. You understand? That honeymoon stage may be cut down to a week.
That's right.
Tragedy can happen.
Right.
Now, how you show up is important now. How you deal with matters, how you deal with problems, brothers and sisters. How do you deal with conflict? All these things are what you have to focus on when you're dealing with a courtship. Because we're talking about a lifelong commitment. We ain't talking about friends with benefits. Hold up. You can't just push this brother off or this sister off to the school when problems come. You're going to have to get on the threshing floor. You're going to have to willow some of that barley. Oh, yeah. You married this sister.
That's right.
Why the general got to deal with the problems? Oh, yeah, we having that talk tonight. We having that talk tonight. You married the brother. Why you got to bring all the problems to the general? Is he not equipped to deal with the problem, sister? Oh, yeah, we're going to have that talk tonight. Right. I want to make it crystal clear before we go any further. So nobody can say, I did not know. Or you going to know tonight.
That's right.
Let's go, my brother. Let's go to the next point.
Count it on con, sir. The next point is, people are not mind readers. Stop assuming he or she understands your needs.
There you go. Another thing. Don't assume. That's why I said you got to lay the card. You don't want to say, well, I thought he felt like this. I thought she knew this. Or I thought he knew this. No, forget all that. The hell with all that. Tell them what you want, sister. Tell them what you want, brother. Tell her. You want this? You want your eggs over easy or scrambled? Tell them.
Right.
Since you want your toast, you want a French toast and a French kiss in the morning, tell them. I'm trying. I'm trying,
French toast and the French kiss.
Come on, man. We got to deal. We got to deal with this.
Count on one con, sir.
You got to know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
We all human. And we have needs. We have wants. Let's keep it real. We're not robots. That sister's not a robot.
Right.
That brother's not a robot. So we got to be honest with each other. And if you can't be honest with each other, you shouldn't court. You shouldn't marry. I'm just keeping it real. I know a lot of people may not want to hear that, but I can care less. Because I serve the Most High. And I deal with truth. Not about people agreeing with me. I can care less. Can care less about public opinion. I I care less about how you feel. I'm going to tell you what thus saith the Lord. And everything that we saying in here, I can give a scripture to back it up. Or I can show your dysfunction to back it up as well. Either or. However you want to do it. But courtship is in session. And it's taught by yours truly, the ISUPK. All these relationship experts out here, all these people who they want to give you some fluff story about what it means to make a marriage work. God knows what makes a marriage work. Let's get some more, my brother.
We also got a question, sir.
Come on with it.
This is from Sister Basha Moth. She said, Khan, sir, should a sister wear a corsage if they're courting?
What color corsage, sis? If a sister is courting, you only wear a red corsage if you're married. Okay? You only wear a red corsage if you're married. A sister that's not married, you wear a white one. All right. Now, if you wear a white one, if you're not married and is she saying if you're courting, right? Okay, I see what she's saying. I get it. Meaning you coming to the Passover, you're not married, but you're in a courtship, you're wearing a white one. Am I correct, sis?
I think that's what she probably asked me.
Okay,
yes. You confirm for us if that's what you're saying. If you're already in a courtship, what color corsage should you wear if that's what you're asking?
That's correct. You would wear a white one. That's what you would wear. You would wear a white one. Now, if let's just say a brother says, okay, sis, you available? I see you got a white corsage on. Who is your camp leader? The sister, you can just politely say, Concert, I'm not married, but I am in a courtship. That's how you would deal with that. Because you don't want to wear a red corsage because this man has not taken you in marriage. You get what I'm saying? So that's going to eliminate the confusion. All you would have to do is if a brother approaches you and or a brother approaches your camp leader, he would then say, oh yeah, that sister, she's not married, but she's wearing a white corsage, but she is actively in a courtship. She's not available to court. Did that make sense, sis? Let's see if the sister replies.
10 out of 1 concert.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what, and this is for everybody, for all the sisters that are actively in a courtship, you still wear a white corsage, but if a brother approaches you, you would say, I'm already Salakia, sir. I'm already in a court. I'm currently in a courtship. I'm unavailable. Or the camp leader would let them know that sister, she's not married, but she's actively in a courtship. And then that way is no confusion because you don't want to wear a red one this year and then wear a white one next year. People will say, what the hell happened? What's going on? All right. So you don't want to, you want to be clear with that. Okay. So just for everyone to know, white corsages meaning you have not married, you have not dealt with a man in this school. All right, you're open, you're not married, you're available to court, or you're not married and you're already courting. Okay, red one means you're married. You already spoken for, you're already married. That's that. Okay, that makes sense. Let me know if the sister got it down without. We can continue on.
Count on my con, sir. So the
I'm sorry. Let me go to the next one. I'm sorry.
Okay, come on.
Lock you. Okay. All right. I think we should have time to finish this up, huh? I think I started a little bit late. We probably can go 15 minutes over. Is that possible?
Come on, sir. Let's just walk.
Okay. All right. Let's get this right quick.
Okay. So the next slide is be transparent, be clear in this process.
Okay, so y'all understand that I'm saying this over and over because I want brothers and sisters to know to be clear, be transparent, because guess what? This is what you need to do in the courtship. Remember, and what the examples I gave were biblical. When Abraham's servant came, he was so transparent. He was transparent about the prayer he made to the Most High, to her family. Okay? Be clear, be transparent. Do not stain your reputation as a brother or sister in this school. If you know you're courting somebody, you got to be clear and transparent through this process. Go ahead, give me 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 6, my brother.
Come on, sir. It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
That no man go beyond and defraud his brother in any matter.
I'll stop right there. This is very, very important. I want to talk about defrauding each other. Don't no brother, or I'm going to repeat this again. Don't no brother or no sister want to feel like they've been defrauded. Don't no brother or no sister want to feel like they've been cheated or defrauded in a marriage, in a courtship. Be clear. Do not defraud any brother in any matter. And this goes for you sisters as well and you brothers. Don't advance to go defraud each other because of something you want. Because all you thinking about is what you want. So I'm going to tell them what they want to hear instead of telling them what they need to hear. Instead of telling them the truth. Don't you do that. And this is why you don't do that. Go ahead.
Because the Most High is the avenger of all such. As we also have forewarned you and testified.
Once again, this is a test. I'm warning you now.
Right.
Me and Priest and Officer Dawah warning you right now.
That's right.
The Lord gonna avenge that brother and sister they get defrauded. And I'm gonna tell you how he gonna do it. You understand? We forewarned you and we testified. Don't do defrauding. We're not doing fraud here. You want to do fraud, go date. Courtship is going to be clear and transparent. We can go back to the slide, my brother.
So, and the sister just confirmed that was the case. So you cleared it up for her.
Okay, Most High in Christ. No sweat. Good deal. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 1.
Come on, sir. Proverbs. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is abomination to the Most High, but a just weight is his delight.
What is, man, come on, man. I love this scripture right here. Because we talking about fraud. We talking about somebody giving a false balance. The Lord don't, let me tell you something. The Lord don't like that falseness, that falsehood. You understand? You're not to manipulate each other and have a false balance. The Lord, he's a just. What is it? That's where you get the word justice from. A just weight is his delight. Be honest. You want to know why a lot of these marriages fail today? Because they weren't honest.
Right.
You look at all these divorces going on in the world. You know what? Because guess what? They withheld things back that they should have said. But they wanted the appearance. They wanted the surface level. You understand? They didn't want to do what they didn't want to be honest with each other. And you know what? And when you're not honest in the beginning, it eventually shows up later on in the marriage. It eventually shows up. It's gonna show up one way or another. And then guess what you're gonna say? You never told me that when we first dated. I'm sorry, courted. You never showed me that. You never told me that. I never knew that. Why didn't you tell me? That's a false balance. Clear it all up now. Now is the time. Before we go any further. This is what I want. This is what I will accept. This is what I would not accept. And who knows? There may be some things that you thought that you wouldn't accept that you may accept, but you better make sure that you let him know or her know. You better be clear with each other. The Lord hates a false balance. Don't be like Laban in the Bible. Didn't he defraud? Didn't he try to defraud Jacob? Huh? He defrauded him. Don't be like that. Don't be a person that's known for defrauding. I just want to I want to get with the sister. And then the sister, you wasn't real with the sister. You ain't tell the sister, you told her something that wasn't true. Just so you can get her hand in marriage. And same thing with you sisters. I told his brother I was gonna do this A, B, and C, D, and then I didn't do it. I just wanted him to take away my reproach. Come on, man. Come on now. You got to get real now. You got to have a real conversation and deal with this topic, because this is something serious we're talking about. Let's go back to the slide, my brother. Let's go to Psalms chapter 32, verse 2.
Sir. The book of Psalms, chapter 32, verse 2. Blessed is the man unto whom the Most High imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile.
I want you to look up the definition of the word guile.
Sir.
Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity. Meaning this man he don't have iniquity. You understand? There's a lot of people out here in these relationships, they have guile. A lot of people in the world, they have guile. Let's see what guile is, priest.
The definition of guile, it says, is a noun referring to sly, cunning intelligence, or crafty deception used to achieve a goal.
Boy, oh boy. Now you hear that? I want y'all to understand what's out here, brothers and sisters. Got a lot of guile out here.
Right.
And guess what? The guile is to what? To achieve the goal. What is the goal? Marriage, in most cases. You think people out here that ain't committing guile to getting a marriage? You better understand they are.
Right.
People marry for different reasons. And a lot of times it's not for the right reason. This is what you got to be aware of when you're courting. Why did this person want to be with me? Why did this brother or this sister want to be with me?
Right.
In whose spirit there is no guile. Don't be out here, but God, don't defraud a brother or sister in here. That ain't the way we taught up in here.
Right.
That ain't the way we taught up. I damn sure wouldn't talk like that. And I'm not gonna let it be taught like that. I'm not gonna beguile nobody in here. I'm gonna be honest. Just like you would want somebody to be honest with your daughter, brother, or your son, sister. You're gonna be honest, regardless of the consequence. Let's go back to the slide, my brother.
Sir.
Let's go to Genesis chapter 29, verse 25. We've got a few more to go, man. I want y'all to stick with me, man. I hope this class is edifying to somebody out there. I hope what I'm saying is what I'm putting down, somebody's picking up. I hope what I'm saying out here is some brothers and sisters are taking heed. You understand? And taking this in and becoming practical with this. Go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 29, verse 25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me? Did not I serve thee for Rachel?
Meaning he did his 7 years for Rachel. He did his 7 years. He was promised Rachel, but Laban tricked him.
Right.
The Lord did not. What Laban did was evil, because he tricked him to get another 7 years out of him. Go ahead.
Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me?
You see that? Don't you be like that, brothers and sisters. Don't be like Laban.
Right.
Don't beguile each other for just to say you married, and then you not really love that brother and sister or sister. You're not really committed to that brother or sister. You just did it just because you wanted to be married. It's a lot of people in marriages that's not married.
Right.
Let's keep it real. This is what goes on in the world. We would not let it creep up in here at all. Let's go back to the slide, my brother. You understand? Read that them 2 points right there, my brother.
Kind of on concert. The first point says being honest helps build trust, which forges connection.
Let me tell you something. If a person can't be honest with you, they're not the right fit.
Right.
Can I be honest with you?
Kind of on concert.
If a brother or sister cannot be honest with you, then I'm going down. Unless you want dishonesty. Now, all I can do is just tell you what's right. Now, it's your choice. Once again, once you get past that first tier, then it's personal preference. Some people okay with some people being dishonest. That's up to you. But guess what? If you're gonna accept it now. Don't bring it up later on and say, well, I thought this. Nuh-uh. We dealing with this now. Being honest helps build what, Dawada?
Concert, which forges connection. Oh, it's like it builds trust, which forges connection.
You understand? You want to build trust? Be honest. People ask all the time, how do you build trust? Be honest.
Right.
How do you build connection? Be honest. Now you can trust each other. You ever wonder why people be like, man, why we 10 years in marriage and I don't trust him? Well, and trust was never there, evidently.
Right. That's right, sir.
You don't got no connection because there was not honesty. There was not being transparent with each other. Go ahead, Dawada.
Concert. The next point is building trust starts now.
It starts later in the marriage.
Starts now.
Building trust starts now, man.
Right.
You gotta wait till you get married to build trust. Remember, we talking about a simulation. This is simulating marriage right here. You understand? This is a test of the marriage right now. This is like the beginning stages. Why do you gotta wait to build trust? Nah, build it now. Build it during the courtship.
If I could, sir.
It's gonna be hard to build marriage if you ain't trusting each other in the courtship. What do you think the marriage gonna be? Go ahead, Dawada.
Nah, it brings me to mind how we talk about brothers and that come into the truth, and how we say like the best troopers make the best generals. You know what I mean? So like it kind of sounds the same to me. Like if whatever your courtship is gonna be, that's what your marriage is gonna be.
There you go, brother. That's a heavy point, Dawada. Once again, he that's faithful in little is faithful in much.
That's right.
Boy, I just love how those precepts come out. I just love how the Lord put those precepts in the Bible just to compound the point about what is right and what is wrong. Because a lot of people think they know what's right. And you know the sad part about it, Dawada?
What's that, sir?
People in the world try to use the Bible to make their point, and they're wrong. That's the sad part about it. People would try to use the Bible to further their agenda and not what God says. And then wonder why the marriage don't work.
Right.
Don't let your advice become a vice. I'm trying to be as patient as I can, but a lot of stuff is on my radar. A lot of stuff is on my radar. And I'm going to smash it out of here if it tries to creep in here. I'm telling you right now. Not on my watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stand with what the school says, and we're all going to stay with what the school says, and we're not going to make our own agenda. We're going to keep everything the way Commanding General Johanna says to have it, and we're going to do what the Bible says to do. And I want to make myself crystal clear. Because if I see anything other than that, if my rank as a captain, a high-ranking captain in this school, I'm going to stand on it 1,000%. I'm sorry, 13,000. We're going to be righteous. We're going to be honest. And we're not going to be led by our flesh. We're going to be led by our spirit, because the process and importance of courtship is serious. Courtship is in session. Let's go, Dawada.
Next, we have Proverbs chapter 31, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
It says, the heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil.
You see that? Sisters, you want to be the type of sister that the husband trusts. You can't be running around here. And guess where that trust starts? In the courtship.
That's right.
It starts there. That's where the seed is planted. And the marriage cultivates that. Okay? It cultivates the trust. Okay? It's being tested. The husband, he can't trust, if he ain't trusting you in the courtship, if you don't disclose, if you defraud him in the courtship, how he gonna look at you in the marriage? He gonna be like, man, she ain't tell me this. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about that. She didn't tell me that before we got married. And that seed is planted in his mind. And that's always gonna be in his mind, because you wasn't honest, sis. You didn't lay your cards on the table. You wanted to have guile or beguile him. And a lot of brothers in the world are beguiled. A lot of sisters in the world are beguiled. Because, well, they didn't go through the proper process. They didn't wait. They didn't tarry. They didn't sit back and say, is the Lord okay with this? Does the Lord want me to be with this person? Man, you know what? Let me call the generals. Call my camp leader. This just happened. How am I supposed to feel about this? Huh? How am I supposed to feel about this? Now, if somebody says, no, don't call the general. Don't call the camp leader. I don't know about that now. That don't sound too good to me. It don't sound too good for somebody to tell you not to call the school.
What they call a red flag, sir.
Oh yeah, it's red. It's red, brother. It's a red flag, Dawada. I'm always weary of people who say, "No, what? Just leave the school out of it. Don't nobody got to know about this." I'm always, that's why I specialize. That's one thing I love about the school. And I thank the Lord for the general for turning me loose sometimes. Whenever I'm able to get loose, Dawada, I thank the Lord for it.
Kind of what kind, sir?
Because I can do all the bidding that I need to do to make sure that it don't happen again. You understand? I'm still learning though, Dawada. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there yet, but there's certain things that I have gained season on, and that's the beautiful thing about the truth and about growth. But I'm always weary about when people say, she said don't tell the school. Or he said don't tell the school. Why? What do you got to hide? What are you trying to hide or have a hidden agenda of? Boaz told the whole city. Abraham's chief servant told the whole family.
Right.
No hidden agenda. No hidden cost and fees. The truth gets very invasive. You've been warned. Let's get some more, Dawada.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Oh man, you got to submit yourselves unto your own husband. Where does the submission start? During the courtship. Huh? During the courtship. And let me tell you, when you don't have trust, and I'm gonna be honest, it makes the submission part, it makes it tumultuous. Because it's hard for a sister to submit when you're not honest about things. You gotta be honest, brother.
Right.
You understand? You gotta be forthcoming. Be honest. That makes that process a lot easier, a lot smoother. They're gonna have to submit now, but it makes it a lot. Don't you want the submission process to be smooth? Because let me just be frank. A lot of brothers and sisters in the world, not in the UPK, in the world, are not in a marriage.
Right.
Can I help you out? Let me tell you a secret. You're not in a marriage. You're in a power struggle. That's what you spend your time doing. You're not building. You're fighting to see who's gonna take power. And you know where it started? It started because you didn't be honest with each other. You didn't establish trust. Trust makes submission a whole lot more smoother. You understand? I'm just talking to you as a big brother. You understand? I'm just telling you something that will help you brothers in this process. Being honest, it's nothing to be afraid of. I know sometimes we have those fears, we have those insecurities, but you got to be honest for the sake of the marriage. Sisters, you got to be honest so that man can trust you later on in the marriage. Brother, you have to be honest with that sister so it makes submission a whole lot more smoother. It's by law she should submit, and she will submit. But I'm trying to give you tools that you need to be successful in a courtship and later on in a marriage. Remember, we want you to be successful, but there's a process. Let's go back to the next scripture, my brother.
That was the last scripture, I think.
That was the last one out on the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's read the last point, my brother, and we're gonna wrap it up.
The last point is, remember, you both are planning a future together.
This is important. I want you to understand this, and I'll go into some more on the next class, but remember this, brothers and sisters. In the courtship process, you are planning a future together. You get towards the end, you got to know this here brother or sister is I'm going to be with for the rest of my life.
Right.
I'm bound to. You're planning a future. Why would you want to plan a future with someone you don't trust? I know I wouldn't. And you shouldn't either. Unless you want to be defrauded. So I hope tonight's class was edifying. I want to thank General Q also for dropping in as well, dropping those Jews. General Q coming in, giving us that precept, a much needed precept for our sisters out there and our brothers in as far as knowing what kind of woman to pick. I want to thank Priest and Officer Dawada as well for assisting me tonight. Water to you, brother. I want to say the water to all the brothers and sisters that tuned in. Make sure you take this class along with all the other classes and apply this to your life, because it's universal and it's practical knowledge that you are to apply to your life and to share with others who are without, to share with others who may be going through relationship issues or want to know what a courtship is and want to know how to enter into a courtship, may need some counsel. Get on the phone, call the Israelite School of UPK. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pay your tithes. Make sure you send in your donations. We got the Passover coming up April 4th, okay? You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure that we out there in Houston, Texas with our brothers and sisters, Commander General Yohana, yours truly, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. and we're going to go out there and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? A time is going to be had in the name of the Most High. All these things are issues and things that we have to deal with, and they are serious matters, and I'm going to treat them as such. I'm not going to not treat them as serious. I'm going to treat it like Boaz treated it. I'm going to treat it like Abraham's servant treated it. I'm not going to treat it like it's some nigga in the world. No. I'm going to treat it exactly how the Bible says to treat it. And I'm going to require those under me to do it as well. I want to be clear. Priest and Officer Dawada, you got anything you want to add, my brother?
No, sir. You said it all, sir.
Okay. Most High in Christ. So with that, I want to salute all the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabakathum. And to the sisters out there, Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Dawada. Shalom Israel.
Every time the moon and stars reflect the plain, our love begins to swell. You and I begin a sentimental game. Our dreams to clientele. Just as long as we're together, there is no place or time.
Shalom, Yahushua Ba'ashem Yahshua, everybody. As we know, the Lord's Passover is not that far away. So ladies, you want to make sure you have your corsages in time, so don't delay. The red corsages are for our married ladies. The white corsages are for the single ladies. So make sure that you order yours today from our sisters over at Costly Array. And I pray that I see all of you at the Lord's annual Passover. Don't forget, order today from Costly Array.
Just as long as we're together.